Welcome once again to the third video on how to create your own Android launcher / home screen application. In this video we are going to make some major progress, as by the end of this part, series part 3-1 and series part 3-2, the application will look like this. As you can see, there's the tab at the bottom, which we did last video, and whenever you pull it up, now you can see all the applications are in the view, and you can scroll up to see all of them. What we are not going to get into yet is actually making it launch whenever you click it. You may notice that the handle looks a little bit different from last time. That's simply because I changed the image. If you would like to use this same image, be sure to check the description for a link in which you can view the project folder and download the image from the res/drawable-odpi folder. Now let's get into the actual program. First off, we don't need the onCreate options menu, so just remove that. Now that we've removed that, we're going to need something to contain package information. The way we can do that is create a class containing the icon, the name, and the label. And then we can turn that into an array of classes. Now, let's start out by creating the class. Let's call this class pack for package. And then inside of the package class, we'll have a drawable for the icon, a string for the name, and a string for the label. The name is the actual intent name and what you're going to need to be able to launch the application. And the label is just what the application is called. The reason the drawable has an error by it is because drawable is not imported. You can either click on the import drawable, or you can just simply click Ctrl-Shift-O on your keyboard and it will automatically import anything that is needed. Now that we have the single package set up, we're going to need to make an array of this class. So to do that, do a package array, and then packs. Now this is the array that's going to be for all the applications. Now we're going to need to use something called package manager. So, package manager, and we can call it PM. Now that we have package manager in there, let's initialize package manager. Okay, PM equals get package manager. Now it's initialized. Now that we have that, we need to be able to set the packages to the information of your device. So to do that, it's really not that hard. I've seen many things online and it makes it a lot harder than it really is. So here's the easiest way I know to do that. So first, let's make a method. So public void, and we can call this setPacks. Now, inside of this method, we need an intent, and we're going to add some specifiers into it, and then we're going to resolve the intent to get all of the activities that qualify for the specifier. So, to do this, we need to first create the intent, final intent. We can call this main intent equals new intent. And then it's asking for some things inside of here, so just put intent dot action main, and then comma Let's see what it's asking for. it's asking for a URI. We don't need that, so just put null. Now that we have the main intent set up, now we're going to add the specifier. So main intent dot add category, and the category will be intent dot category underscore launcher. So this is any app that is launchable. Now we're going to put everything that matches this specification into a list. To do that, type in list, and then the little bracket type things, and then resolve info. If you don't know what resolve info is, let me read this real quick. Information that is returned from resolving an intent against an intent filter. This partially corresponds to information collected from the Android manifest.xml's intent tags. So there you go. Now we are going to name this list packs list, and then we can equal this to pm.query intent activities, and then it's asking for an intent and flags. So main intent, which is what we created, and then flags, just put 0. We're not using that. And now we simply have to import these. So click Control-Shift-O, and it's imported. Now, once we have that, we can now set the size of the packs array. So say packs equals a new pack, and then the pack list dot size. Now it's setting it to how many packages or how many applications that you have. Now that we have that, we're going to do a for loop. So for int I equals 0, I is less than packs list dot size, and then I++. So everything inside of this, it's going to run until it reaches packlist.size. So inside of the for loop, set the brackets first. Then inside, let's do packs I, which is what number it's on in the loop, equals new pack. This simply creates the package into that location in the array. Now we do packs I, and then now we can set the information in each. So packs I dot icon equals, now we do packs list dot get I. So it's going to get that location in the list dot load icon, and then it's asking for package manager, so PM. Now we have inserted all the icons into the whole array. Now we are going to need to do name and label. So packs I dot name equals packs list dot get I dot activity info dot package name. Now we do packs I dot label equals packs list dot get I dot load label with the PM, and then we need to convert it to a string, dot to string. Now we have this for loop, and it's getting all the information into the array. Now that we have all the packages accounted for, we need to set up the grid view. So let's make the grid view variable. So grid view, and then let's call the grid view drawer grid. And then now we need to declare drawer grid in the onCreate. Drawer grid equals, and cast grid view find view by ID r.id dot content. So what it's doing there is it's getting the content, which is the grid view, and casting it into a grid view variable with this. So now that we have that, right click on the package and say new class. Let's call the class drawer adapter. Click finish. Now what we're going to do is extend base adapter. This is the standard thing whenever you're doing a grid view, a list view, and so forth. So extends base adapter. Now what you do is simple, go to where the error is and click the add unimplemented methods. Now it came up with the get count, get item ID, and get view. The only thing we really need to work with is get count and get view. And we're also going to add something in here, public drawer adapter. Inside of this we have context C. We're also going to have main activity dot pack, and then packs, and then the brackets, and then Control-Shift-O. So this way we are able to pass in a variable or multiple variables into the adapter, and that I will show you later on. But from here we need to make a context. We can call the context C, or we can call it M context, and then we can also we will need to make another array, which will be the one, another package array for the adapter. So main activity dot pack with the array, and then packs, we can call it packs for adapter. Now that we have that, we can go into this, which is what's going to be called later on, which I'll show you. And we can say M context equals C, and then we can say we can say packs for adapter equals packs, which is what's going to be passed in.